Good morning, all.
Good morning, sir.
I'm audible, right?
Yes, sir.
So anyway, yesterday, do you know, we started discussion on the module 3, that is the classes. First, we took the concept on classes. Yesterday, I started discussion with the, before studying about the classes, I told about only few about concept on what is OOP, why it will be useful. Then I said about the objects, you have seen about the object. Then afterwards, why do we use the class and difference between the object and the class. And you have seen about how do we write the class with the syntaxes. Then what we have seen about how do we declare the objects. The two steps or a single step in the previous class you have seen. Java declaring object in the class. So the red one. So this one rectangle, my rectangle to new rectangle. Based on this one, we are going to do, and like that I said about this keyword, referring the current object or self object, or we can say current object that calls a method or invokes a constructor that belongs to the same class, not with the other thing. Next, you have seen about this simple one, reference to an object, like just referring the class objects. Then yesterday I stopped at discussion on method overloading. I stopped it here, right? Method overloading, do you know it's one of the OP feature that has come from the polymorphism. So do you know polymorphism is more than one form? So under that one, we are going to see about the first concept is a method overloading. Like that, we have the another concept is a method overloading. Next in the classes we will see. So first, we are going to see about the method overloading. The same concept we already discussed in the C++. That's what it said as function overloading. So with respect to Java, here you can observe on the slide that in Java we can define number of methods in class. With the same name. There also we are seeing, so two or more function with the same name, that will be the different function return type, or that will be differ in the parameters and its type. Similar way here also, see, defining two or more methods with the same name in a class is called method overloading. With respect to Java, we have to say like this, the definition, okay? But in the C++, just we said about function overloading. We are defining using the two or more function with the same name. Without class, we did. Similar in the Java, we have to say that defining two or more methods with same name in the class. So that's the main points here. Defining two or more methods with the same name in a class is called as method overloading. So because of everything is put under the class only in the Java program. So next, there also I said during the compilation or during the execution time, in C++, similar with the Java also, yeah, compiler determine which methods to execute automatically. That does automatically. Even C++ compiler also function the same name, but it's different in the parameters and the type is fetching automatically, depending on the what's the instruction we are written. Similar way here also compiler does, Java compiler. Even we have the interpreter here also. Remember, C++ is a compiler, Java is a both interpreter, compiler as well as an interpreter. So during the compilation, compiler determine the which method to execute automatically. Within that, if you have the two or more methods, similarly, the return type has no effect on the signature of a method. So signature of a method is nothing but the name of the method or the types, a sequence of parameters and signature of method should be unique. Means the name. So type names and parameter types, number of parameters should be the varies. Okay. This one in later we'll see with the program. Just I said about method overloading. Remember, next I will discuss with respect to method overloading and method overloading. So the next is constructor. So already we have seen in the C++ also, similar way in the Java also. Initialize an object in Java programming. That's a concept called as a constructor. Mainly constructor will be used for initializing the class object. Like that, objects contain their own copy of instance variable. With the help of constructor, so the object itself is going to make his own copy of the data, anything, whatever things we are doing. Like that, it is very difficult to initialize each and every instance of a variable of each and every object class. So for avoiding this one, so we are using the constructor. Without constructor also we can do. Even in C++ also we have created the object you are seeing. But each and every time, and if for each and every instance for an object class, initialize is very difficult. Due to that one, even in the C++, we are using the constructor. Like that in the Java also, we are going to use we are utilizing the concept called as a constructor. Means Java allows object to initialize themselves when they are created. So it's going to make the automatic initialization is performed through the use of a constructor. So a constructor initializes an object as soon as object gets created. So it does automatically initialize the object as soon as object is created. Then our constructor gets called automatically after creation of object before completion of new operator. So it has the automatically is done in the Java. So rules, even with this one also we have seen in C++ constructor. Similar way in the Java also we have the same rules. Constructor initialize an object. Then constructor cannot be called like methods you have seen in there also. In C++ also have the same thing. Constructor call automatically as soon as the object is created. Like that, constructor does not have any return type. Even you know about the name of the constructor. In C++, I said the name of the constructor should be same name as the class name. Here also the same thing. Constructor name is same as that of class name. Constructor can accept parameter. Means I said in the C++, when I was discussed in the classes that parameterized constructor, implicit constructor. So here also we have the types of constructor, same thing. Constructor can accept parameter, means the parameter is if you are given parameters, there's a parameterized constructor. Similar way, constructor cannot be inherited. Be careful this point. Constructor cannot be inherited, but the derivative class can invoke the constructor of base class. That's a it's an important thing you should remember. Okay, constructor cannot be inherited, but the derivative class can invoke the constructor of base class. It's going to invoke like a method we are invoking, like the constructor can be invoked. Okay, through derivative class. But see, observe, constructor cannot be inherited, but the derivative class can be invoke the constructor of base class. So it must be declared always in the public mode. Yours was seen in the C++ similar way. Even it can have the default arguments, means it's a default constructor. Then it cannot be virtual, and multiple constructor can be used by the same name of the class. Means we can have in the constructor, multiple constructor, we can use it. So here we are going to see about the two types of constructor in the Java. Other things also, the main thing is you are going to see about the parameterized constructor and the implicit default constructor, implicit constructor. First you will see about the constructor, parameterized constructor. See here we are going to sdet. Sdet is a class name. Okay, for that reason we have created the constructor, means we are writing. It's not a method. Here you are observing sdet is a constructor. Sdet we have used the name because of the name of the class is sdet, and we are passing the parameter m, d, y, and it belongs to the data type int. So parameterized constructor. So just what we are going to see m2 here and d2 day, y2 here. Then we are printing SOP, the date is and printing. So under that one, see we are writing public static void main, creating the object as date s1 s2. See now here you can observe that see s1 s2 we have created a two object that belongs to s date. S1 is equal to new s date See, within the parentheses, here we are passing the three parameters, means the three values 11, 27, 1969 is nothing but these three values is a parameters. So we are passing to the constructor, right? Constructing the creating the object like that for the S2 object. So S2 object new S date 3 comma 3 1970. Here also we are passing three parameters. See here also implicit. That is with the previous one is with the parameterized constructor we are did. But see, this is the snippet. Only I'm showing the snippet, not the whole program. So you should analyze. Means you should observe that it started with the class, followed by sday, then begin with the this constructor, and we are written the public static void main. Understood? So like that.
Question.
Next is the implicit constructor. See, nothing we are passing in the previous one. You observe that for the s date is a constructor. They will pass the int m, d and y here. But here, so nothing we are passing. So s date, we are not passing any values. Just we are going to initialize 11 for the month, 27 for day, 1969 for the year. Then here we are doing public static void main. So s date s1 comma s2. See s1 equal to new of s dates. Now you can observe here in the previous program and with this program. So S1C, S1 is an object we have created, but we are going to call, means we are using the constructor sdate. So as I said, constructor name should be same name as the class name. So sdate and within parentheses, no parameters. So this is the implicit constructor. Implicit constructor implicitly is going to be assigning here we did. So like that for the second object also S2 new sdate of this one. So this is the implicit constructor and parameterized constructor is a parameter. Even with similar with the this one also public static void main. If you seen here also parameterized constructor, we are passing the parameters. See book obj new book core Java. We are passing the 1, 2, 3, 4 values, and it's a snippet I'm showing, not the whole thing. What here it's a book is an a constructor class book. See we are passing the book, author, pages, and status. Those things we are passing. Similar with the previous program. This with respect to the book. Name of the program is book. The related information we are doing. See object or get user book status. Now it's defining class user. Void get book status. Obj book dot is available, and is available. It's showing the program in the C in the previous one is available. You are seeing in the previous class. Means it's available or not. That one actually is there in the previous slide. I will send that slides. Okay, this one. Once after finishing the session, I will send the PPT. So next, there is a very important concept. That is the garbage collection. So there will be a one feature is there in the Java. This concept is not there in the C++. The concept is garbage collection. So this one actually generally they asked in the some question papers regarding the garbage collection. What does garbage collection is? See, as the name says, it's a garbage collection. So under the Java, there should be some collector that collects the unused object or unused thing. After execution of the program, that does not required for further. Those kind of things is going to be do automatically with the help of a garbage collection. Means you see here mentioned garbage collection destroying object in Java programming. So you can see the first point in Java, garbage means unreferenced object that does not be helpful for the program. So garbage definition of the garbage collection is a process of reclaiming the runtime unused memory automatically. Means some memories is going to be waste after the creation of the object. Means with the unreferenced some object that does not be useful for us, those objects is going to be occupy the memories. That's not required. So that can be reclaiming the runtime unused memory automatically. In other words, it is a way to destroy the unused object. It's going to be destroy automatically. So first we'll go with the one by one. So object is created with the new operator. You have seen in the previous slide, S1 object is equal to new of S date. You have seen like that. So object is created with the help of our new operator. So new is the operator for creating. So like that, object gets memory inside the heap. Once after object is created, so that should be stored under the heap. If you go with the concept of C++ program, if you have the C++, in C++, after using the objects, memory for the object get deallocated using the function called as the, or operator called as the delete. So delete is the operator we used, okay, in the C++. In Java, deallocating object can be done automatically. How it is going to do automatically? Because of Java having the feature of garbage collector or a collection. So automatic technique used in Java programming which is used to deallocate memory is called garbage collection. So deallocation of the object can be done in Java is automatically with the help of garbage collection. That's there already. So Java is smart enough to identify unused objects or useless objects. So automatically Java is going to be identify all those things. So we were use free function in C language and delete in C++. So even you are seen about the memory management concept in the C means there you are going to see about the dynamic memory allocation. Finally, after allocating all those things, we are going to use the free function in C program. Similarly here in the C++ delete operator we are using or delete function. So that in Java is performed automatically, as I said in the previous slide. Java provides better memory management compared to C and C++. If you're not taken the C means previous with the C++. Garbage collection is done automatically by Java virtual machine. Garbage collection is done automatically by Java virtual machine. As soon as compiler detects that object is no longer needed inside the program, that is going to be identified by the Java, means with the JVM. Garbage collection is actually the algorithm gets executed automatically to free up memory from the heap so that memory may be used for the other objects for the future. It's going to be automatically happening with the help of the concept garbage collector. It's very, very important. Okay, you remember this one. Because in the C program, as I said, they we are going to malloc, alloc, realloc, but finally we for deallocating the memory space, we are using the free. Like that in the C++, we are using the delete operator. Sometimes it's going to make automatically, but it's very not efficient in the C++. In Java, it's a more efficient because of some algorithms. It's written pre-written already for the garbage collection for identification of unused object, and that's going to delete and it's going to be used for further. So different next point, see different Java runtimes may have different approaches for garbage collection. So it's different depending on our program, Java application and Java program. So the garbage collection is going to work accordingly. So advantage of garbage collection. It makes Java memory efficient because garbage collector removes unreferenced object from heap memory. Like that, it automatically done by the garbage collection as a part of JM. So we don't need to make extra effort, not required here in the Java. This is the main advantage of the garbage collection in the Java. So like next, the concept is unreferencing object. How do we can make? So with the Java garbage collector, we have seen automatically is happening. Here you can observe that there are three many ways for unreferencing. Even we can do the unreferencing the objects in three ways. First one is the nullifying a reference. Means if you are creating the E as a object with the employee, so just we are going to make the null. Null means nothing. So we have the one procedure to make the null. Nothing is unreferencing. Like that, we can assign a reference to another. E1, E2 is object, and we are going to assign E1, E2. Now the first object is referred only E1. So other object is not going to be effective its using. Is available for garbage collection. Then like by anonymous object, new employee, that's it. Nothing is there. We are going to make the anonymous, unreferencing. And even with respect to the Java garbage collection, so we are using the method called as the GC and the finalize method. It's the two important method. So in the earlier question paper, there's okay, define the garbage collector and explain with these with the methods. Okay, methods like with respect to the Java garbage collector is finalize. We are using the finalize method was a GC method. First method is a finalize method is invoked each time before the object is garbage collected. This method can be used to perform cleaning up process. This method defines object class. So explicitly we are not calling this one. So not required to know about our Java feature we are studying. Explicitly is not going to invoke this finalize and GC method that does automatically. Understood? So the syntax of the finalize method protected while finalize. See, finalize, once again you can listen here, finalize method is invoked each time before the object is garbage collected. This method can be performed cleaning up processing. This method is defining object class. So this is defined automatically this thing. Protected void finalize the syntax. Like the GC method. Next is GC method. GC method is used to invoke the garbage collector to perform cleaning up process. The GC method found in the system and runtime classes. So it's going to be happening system and the runtime classes. So public static void GC. So you should know about these two methods, especially used with the garbage collector under the Java. Okay. So explicit not required to call this one. So this completes about the this one related to classes in this one. So the continuation now. Module 3 continuation. We have seen about the classes in the previous. Next, we are going to see about just only the classes concept in the earlier. This is the inheritance concept. You know, this one was one of the OP feature of the Java as well as the C++. OP feature. Inheritance is one of the OP feature. So what is inheritance? So before going to know about the inheritance, what is that one? So inheritance builds a hierarchy of the classes, and it will be helpful to allow to inherit properties and methods of the base class. And child class is a specialized class of the parent class. And a keyword we are using, keyword extends. It's important. If you start creating the new class with the help of the previous class or a parent class, we are going to use a keyword extends. This is very important. Do you know the definition? Inheritance is a process of acquiring the properties of a base class to the child class. There's a inheritance which you can say like that. Inheritance is a process of creating the new class with the help of the existing class. There's the existing class which is a parent class, newly creating class we count as a child class. See, the inheritance builds a hierarchy of the classes. Similar way, yes allows inherit the properties and methods of base class. Keyword extents we are using to inherit the classes. Child class is a specialized class for the this thing, parent class. So I'll go with the definition. You can see inheritance in Java. Inheritance in Java is a mechanism in which one object acquires all the properties and behaviors of parent object. So we can see it's another definition you're observing. Inheritance in Java is a mechanism in which one object acquires all properties of and behaviors of parent object. I like that you can see the various definitions. The next point is the idea behind inheritance in Java, that you can create new classes that are built on the existing class. When you inherit from an existing class, you can reuse them, reuse methods and fields of the parent class, and you can add in new methods and fields also. The main concept of inheritance comes in the OP because of reusability of the code. The feature, the advantage of with the help of the inheritance is reusability. Here the inheritance we can say represents a easier relationship, is known as parent-child relationship. That's why inheritance is a inheritance represent easier relationship. Uses of inheritance in Java for method overriding. See in the earlier in the previous slide I told about method overloading. Now next we are going to see about the method overriding. Uses of inheritance in Java is mainly with the method overloading. So runtime polymorphism can be achieved Method overloading is compile time. Overloading, I'm saying. There's the compile time. Method overloading is the runtime polymorphism. So next I'm going to discuss in depth with the respect to polymorphism. Like that, second one uses is code reusability. Code reusability and the method overloading. Then syntax of the Java inheritance. See here, syntax is very important. Class is a keyword followed by name of the child class. So we can say subclass name extends superclass name. So means class is a keyword followed by name of the child class we are giving. Like that, extends is a keyword. See, it's very important. EXTENDS extends is nothing but extension we are doing. Extendability, extensibility, extension we are making. Super class name is a parent class name. So see in the down means within that class we are going to mention a method and fields. The extend keyword indicates that you are making a new class that derives from the existing class. The meaning of extends is nothing but is to increase the functionality. Increasing the functionality in the terminology of Java, a class which is inherited is called a parent or super class, and the new class is called a child or subclass. See, as I said, for the parent class or for the existing class, we say as a super class. If you know about the super class, next we have the keyword itself. In the Java, that's a keyword super. We have another keyword is a super. Super is a keyword. Is similar to this keyword. We already seen in the earlier in the previous slides in the stress class. This pointer is like that this keyword. Super keyword is a similar to this keyword. Similar to this keyword. Following are the scenarios where super keyword is used. Means in which situation we can use the super keyword. First one is it is used to differentiate the members of superclass from the members of subclass if you have same names. So assume that the base class and means a superclass and the base class and the child class have some variables. That variable names should be the same. Given same. Then if you want to differentiate, if you are required to differentiate, we can use a keyword super. Means for the if you want to differentiate the method, you can use with the super dot variable name. If you want to differentiate the name of the method, super dot method, you can call it directly. The first use of the super keyword is there. This one also there as in the earlier for the 4 marks question. Demonstrate the super keyword. Yes, okay. It is used to differentiate the members of superclass from the members of subclass if they have same names. Like that, next use it is used to invoke the superclass constructor from the subclass. These are two uses of the super keyword. So for the first one, let's see it's written in red, differentiating the members. If a class is inheriting properties of another class, and if the members of the superclass are in the same names as a subclass, to differentiate these variables, we use a super keyword. So super dot variable name and super dot method. It's shown in like this. We can this dot x, this dot y. Similar way here, super dot variable and super dot and super keyword mainly is used to differentiate me to access the base class variables and methods. See the example of the inheritance. You can see that here parent class, base class as a super class, we'll say in this slide. See the super class is the animals or base class as a parent class. So the child classes, see carnivorous and the herbivorous is the children class or a subclass we can say of that belongs to the class. Similar way again we can under the carnivorous we can put the class lion and the class tiger. So we keep on create the new classes with the help of the previous class. See the class cow and class goat. Goat belongs to the herbivores. So like this, the yes, sample picture you're viewing on your screen. That's the inheritance. Subclasses or derived class. This is a super class animals, and the below thing these are the derived classes. Advantages of inheritance. You can see reusability of the code. Data and methods of superclass are available to subclass. Subclass can be customized easily and designing application becomes simpler. So these are the advantages of inheritance. Understood reusability of the code, data and methods of superclass. Subclass can be customized easily, designing application becomes simpler. See here you can see the one program now. So all of you viewing no your screen, watching your screen, keyword extends is used. Accessing members of the superclass in the subclass. See class car extends vehicle. See the constructor is car. Under this one we are mentioned car is a constructor. What? Just display the details of the car's derived class. Next is the show. We have put as a display for display system dot lines, name of the vehicle, color, system. This is the what we are. This is the child class or subclass. So what is the vehicle? See you now you can observe that vehicle class vehicle class vehicle. See string name and string color and number of seats. I have all those members. So data members we are miss variables. They are declared under the protected section. So and the what here we are using the vehicle is the another constructor. Getting this one? Car is the subclass, vehicle is the superclass. See class class is a keyword, car is the subclass name, extends keyword, then the superclass name. See this is going to be happen with this one. System.auto name and all those name, color and number. So it's going to get it from this one. Then it's very important that types of inheritance in Java. It is very important types of inheritance. On the basis of class, there can be three types of inheritance in Java: single, multi-level, and hierarchical. There are totally five types of inheritance. Totally single, multi-level, and hierarchical inheritance. Either the next is multiple and hybrid inheritance. See, C++ is directly supports single, multiple, hierarchical, multiple, and hybrid inheritance. But in the Java, so it supports single, multi-level, hierarchical directly. But for multiple and hybrid inheritance supported through the concept interface. So you're seeing the red one. See, multiple inheritance and hybrid inheritance supported through interface in Java. It's not directly supporting. Even all these five different types of the inheritance also is there in the C++. Directly C++ is having the support for this type. But in Java, through interface is supporting multiple and hybrid. It's not going to support directly to do the inheritance. Understood the five types of inheritance, that is a single, multi-level, hierarchical, and the multiple and hybrid inheritance. These are types of inheritance. See, you can see the pictorial thing. First one, single level, class B is a child class you are creating, means a subclass you are creating. with the help of class A. Means it's only a one level. Single level means only a one class we are going to creating. Single level inheritance means only the one class. Class B is going to be created with the help of the previous existing class A. Like that multi-level inheritance, you can see the class C. I'm going from the bottom. See, class C is going to create the, this is a child class, is going to create with the help of the previous class B. Class B. Similar way, class B is going to be created with the help of class A. Means here class B is the parent for class C. Class A is a parent class for the class B. So class B is the child of class A. Class C is a child of class B. So what here is going to see the more than one level of inheritance is going to be happening. That is called as the multi-level inheritance. Please one of you take the screenshot of the participants. So now I think it's coming to end for 1 minute. So like that hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance is nothing but, see here, class B, class C, we have created the two class. With the help of one class, existing class, one class we are used, one super class or a parent class we are used to create two classes. That is called as the hierarchical. Means we are creating more than one class, with referring with the only one class. That is called as the hierarchical. Hierarchical inheritance is nothing but the definition, creating more than one class with the one super class or a base class or a parent class. That is called as the hierarchical inheritance. Similar with the multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance is nothing but, see here we are creating the class C, creating one class with the help of two base class. Means we are using two base class creating the one class,